Welcome back. Joining us in studio right now, we have Chris of Wanderlust Rentals. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Oh, happy to be here.
So you guys are kind of making kayak rentals easier for folks in the area.
Absolutely.
Tell us about this concept.
So the concept we're going to be putting into action on the Bayou Vermilion, hopefully by the end of next month, will be self-service multi-point kayak rentals. So somebody goes to whichever point they pick furthest north or anywhere in between. They rent their kayak through a self-service app. They get on the river, paddle down to the next kiosk they'd like to stop at, and they can return it there, giving freedom and flexibility to their kayak experience.
I think that's really cool. How did you guys come up with this idea?
Well, we had an issue where we were trying to go kayaking with a friend that didn't have one. Called around town and we couldn't find anywhere that would rent them outside of tours. So doing some research, we found a company out of Sweden that had technology that worked great for this, and we added a little bit of a difference to it versus anybody else's. We wanted it to be true multi-point, where once you get to the end, you just return it and lock it back up. There's no putting it on your car, there's no paddling back up river, anything like that.
Especially if you get tired. I mean, you know that trek backwards is always the hardest.
Your shoulders will be dying.
Yes. So I love this concept. I love this idea. And so you guys are hoping that it's going to be in place in about a month or so, right?
Yes, on the Bayou Vermilion, we're looking for, I believe it's going to be 6 locations on Bayou Vermilion, starting as far north as right now would be the nature station.
Okay.
And extending as far south as the Southside Park on Robley Drive. That's
awesome. And you guys actually have a really fun, you're going to do like a paddle series. And you have your first one this weekend, right? Absolutely. We've dubbed it a paddle therapy. So what we're doing is partnering with local businesses that are on the water, like restaurants. This one's going to be Cafe 20.3. Okay. The participants will park there with their ticket verification. They'll park there, be shuttled to the nature station where we're going to launch everybody this Saturday. They'll have about a 3 to 4 hour paddle down the Vermilion, which is a really awesome section. Right, we pass up the airport and everything. And then at the end of it, they'll be greeted at the Cafe 20.3 where they're parked with a meal that's included with their ticket. That's awesome. And registration is open for that? Yes, up until about 6 or 7 on Friday evening. Okay. And for something like this, do you think people need experience to be part of this paddle? Absolutely not. This is a very entry-level type of paddle, and our kayaks that we actually chose that's going to be our fleet, they're very wide, flat-based, so they don't rock back and forth too much. Once you get used to it, it's a real seamless, easy ride. I love that. And if people can't make the paddle coming up this weekend, there's another one coming up. So we already have one set up for April 13th. That's going to be on Bayou Teche, going from Parks to St. Martinville, ending with a meal at St. John's Restaurant. This is so exciting. We are out of time, but what's that website so people can learn more? WLRentals.com. Wanderlust Rentals coming to Bayou. Thanks for joining us to share this with our viewers.